Hello and welcome to this afternoon's session, Expanding Your Digital Footprint with CE Pro IQ. My name is Jason Knott, editor of CE Pro, and I am excited to be sitting down here with the founder and creator of CE Pro IQ, Mark Loftus. Hey, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So you're probably wondering what the heck CE Pro IQ is, but we're going to get into that in just a second. So you think the holy grail of an integration company would be able to have a single solution where they can expand their revenue, but also save time at the same time while they're trying to find various specifications and build out their product reviews? And you think, impossible, right?
Absolutely.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
It actually exists.
Yes,
it actually exists, and it's called CE Pro IQ. So that turns not only a dealer's website into a lead generation machine and a Google SEO optimized machine, but also is a device or a system that helps save time while they can compare product specifications and they're building out their product solutions for their customers without having to take 15 different websites and compare different speakers or whatever the product might be to build this bid or proposal. So, and at the same time, let's think about what's going on right now in the market. We're starting to see some things slow down, and it's, integrators could afford to be a little slow or a little sloppy. I hate to even use that term, a little sloppy over the past several years because business has been so strong. But now's the time when efficiency is going to get even more important for integrators, and that's where AVIQ and CE Pro IQ are going to come into play. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I think it's going to be very fruitful for you to think about expanding your sphere of influence as an integrator beyond just referral base, but again, being more productive, more efficient, and also maybe driving some more traffic and some more leads to your website. So CE Pro IQ is a spin-off. I hate to use that term. It sounds like,
a new version.
Yeah, Maude being spun off from All in the Family. I'm really dating myself with that reference, but those are old TV shows, just so everybody may not know that. Do they even have spin-off TV shows anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I guess 1883 is a spin-off of Yellowstone. That's kind of the new version. So CE Pro IQ is a spin-off of AVIQ, which has been around for decades. Mark, tell us what AVIQ is.
Yeah, thanks. So AVIQ is a database that was started 22 years ago in the commercial AV world, and it was a database and a destination for integrators and any real specifier, AV engineers, corporate AV, education, anybody whose job it is to find detailed product information to be able to begin that buyer's journey and make the decisions about what they need to purchase or what they need to put into an install. And they were gathering it from manufacturers' websites, pulling up 15, 20 different browsers to try to compare and contrast to figure out which one they need for the job that they're doing. They also, a lot of integrators at the time in the commercial AV space, had to represent the brands that they worked with, their preferred vendors, on their website, and typically would have logos placed on their website that would then link off to the manufacturer's website, and they would lose that traffic. So what AVIQ started was a database that's all common format, makes it really easy to find all of the brands in the marketplace, and currently today has 400,000 products in it. It's all in a common format, so you're looking at the same things. It has a category structure that's common. So when you're looking for something, one manufacturer might call it something different, but in our format, it's all laid out the same way. Then with having that information on their own website as a product catalog, their clients can see exactly what the kind of products they can expect to get from this integrator. But more so, I think even their own employees, rather than going through and trying to find the brochures and the paper catalogs or the spreadsheets that were being sent to them by all their preferred brands, they can go right to their website and find all that information. So really an efficient database for integrators and end users alike to just have a quick, easy way to find everything they need.
Tell us, how do you keep the specifications up to date?
Yeah, I mean, we basically take everything that the manufacturers give us, and we go through every category of product to try to see what the commonalities are, and that's what we use when we put them into a comparison tool. So we really try to find the leaders in the marketplace, figure out what's important for that particular product type, and keep those up to date. And we work with the manufacturers directly, and them consistently feeding us all of their product information, and then we formalize the data and get it into our database.
So AVIQ has been around for 20 years, very, very well known in the commercial space, as you mentioned. Think of all the commercial products that we're talking about: video walls, universal collaboration, unified collaboration systems, intercom systems, speakers, obviously. And so it really made logical sense to move something into the residential space. So tell us about CE Pro IQ.
Absolutely. So we've been going to CEDIA shows for many years. We obviously go to the commercial AV shows as well, and a lot of the same manufacturers can be found at both. Today, you probably get even more of that commercial integrators and residential integrators are working with a lot of the same products. So there's enough of a crossover there that it was an easy kind of sidestep to create a version that was dedicated to this marketplace. So it really works in the same way and creates the same benefits, but is specific to the manufacturers that you see here today.
So let's talk for a second to the manufacturing community. How does a manufacturer get his products into CE Pro IQ?
Yeah, so you can sign up on our website, and there's a few different levels of participation. We have a really easy portal that you can just upload all your product information to, or you can sign up at a sponsor level where we manage everything for you. You just send us the information, we get it in, and with that you can also add all of your news, your case studies, your videos, if you've got online training content, whatever events that you might be doing in the future. We've got areas for them to put all of their marketing collateral into there as well. And at that level, they just give us the direction on where to find all that content, and we get it into the database for them.
So you mentioned the outstanding benefits in terms of time savings for not having to have 15 different browsers open and building that product specification or that proposal. But talk about, for integrators now, we're shifting from the benefits from the manufacturer to the integrator. Talk about how, what I kind of teased there at the beginning, how it not only can help elevate their presence in Google, but also help actually generate leads.
Yeah, well, so when we custom build a catalog for an integrator and they embed it into their website, most integrator websites will have maybe 100 pages of content at best. A catalog where they've selected all of their preferred brands, we've essentially built something that's got thousands, tens of thousands of pages that all has their website branding and their website navigation and links on it. Google will index that heavily, and they've expanded then the maybe dozens of pages that would have been found on Google to now hundreds, if not thousands, of pages that they could be found on Google. It's heavy, rich content. All of the keywords that you would find in the AV industry or the residential industry, you're going to start to find your website and the links to your catalog up in the top pages of the search engines.
So then from the leads, obviously got much more experience of this happening on AVIQ, but tell us how an end user could use that site and then how that potentially becomes a lead for the integrator.
Yeah, absolutely. We really see this platform as I always kind of refer to as the beginning of the buyer's journey. You're going to find our website, you're going to find it on Google, or you'll just be aware of it and you'll go to that as your one destination to find information. And then once you kind of go through and pick out your products, create project lists within our platform and do product comparisons, every one of our pages has a request for a quote or a request for more information. Those forms get filled out and they can go sometimes directly to a manufacturer if you want more information from the brand itself, or to the integrator that we have in our network. And so they'll get a lead through email. Some of them have set up that we deliver their leads through API, and it goes right into their lead generation software. So that's the quickest way that they're getting We also provide a lot of traffic analytics and a little bit of information about who's just browsing the catalog. So there's a lot of different ways that they can find some lead information from that.
How is it set up so that if I'm an integrator, for example, and I'm not an authorized dealer of a particular brand that is in CE Pro IQ, does that going to appear on his website, or how does that work?
Yeah, so when an integrator or dealer works with us to build a catalog, they select the manufacturers that they'd like to have in it, and then that manufacturer actually gets a notification that ABC company has placed you in their catalog, and then they can reach out to them and say, hey, you're not on our authorized reseller list, but if you'd like to become an authorized reseller, so we make that connection for them. And so that's a great way, and it's a great point you make. It's also a great way for the manufacturers here to build their channel. There may be integrators out there that they haven't worked with or aren't aware of, and they're making these selections on our platform, and it builds that connection for them.
Yeah. Let's dig a little deeper on the manufacturer who wants to have his products on CE Pro IQ. Is it a monthly fee? How is that structured? Just so they know how to what they're getting into.
Yeah, so it's an annual, but you can pay monthly. But it's an annual subscription, if you will, to be listed on the site, whatever level it might be. And you can just go through our sales team, that same team that works with all of our other brands, CE Pro and Commercial Integrator, and the whole umbrella of media products that we have.
And so now, same thing, question on this business plan, business side for an integrator. You know, a lot of guys, oh boy, I don't want somebody to mess up my website, you know, or a lot of them, as you mentioned, don't have really super vibrant websites anyway. Is it really just plug and play, simple? There's not a lot of work. They're not getting into something where they're going to deal with a website nightmare on their end.
Yeah, absolutely. So we take the design off your website, and we can really just take that from the source code, and we build that for you. And then all they really need to do is tell us which brands they want to have in it, and then we create the catalog, and we just give them a URL. That URL can just be placed in their navigation anywhere on their website. Pretty simple web admin work that has to be done there. So yeah, we typically, from beginning to end, we'll have a catalog up and running within a week or two.
And similar, it's just a regular monthly fee for the integrator to have that embedded in his site?
Yeah, absolutely. A monthly fee with an annual subscription. Yeah.
Tell us about this integration with D-Tools also.
Yeah, so as a database that has all this information in it, and D-Tools and other software providers that have the same information in their databases, we've tried to make it easy for the manufacturer to have a single point of who they have to give their data to. So D-Tools and AVIQ and CE Pro IQ have partnered that if they're working with the manufacturer and collecting data from them, they'll share it with us and vice versa. So it's really just kind of we're trying to make it so that the entire industry is collecting and delivering data in the most streamlined way possible, that it's used in multiple platforms.
Give us just some tidbits of results. I know I've spoken with an integrator who was using AVIQ and saying that they were getting daily interactions with end users who were looking for content. And then I know you have some testimonials, for lack of a better term, of integrators talking about how much elevation they've gotten from the Google search. So what are some results that you can share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Many of our integrators that have these catalogs on their websites, as we spoke to earlier, we've taken the number of pages that they have from maybe dozens to thousands. So there's a lot of opportunity for people to be researching in that content and then reaching out to the integrator for more information. So we've got integrators who have been with us for the entire 22 years that AVIQ has been in existence, and they get leads, like you said, daily, and they can go through and mine those leads, and really great benefit to their business.
Yeah, and just imagine, if your website today as an integrator, and how many pages you can create on your own, and now this entire catalog is embedded in your website. And I know I saw some results where you're top 10 in Google, whereas before you might have been page 33 on Google if they're searching.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at most of our integrators, and their domain will have, less than 50 pages indexed on Google. And once they take the catalog, and we usually build the catalogs as a subdomain of theirs, it'll go to several thousand, within 30 days. So it's a huge increase of their web presence for sure.
Well, one of the reasons that we're partnering at CE Pro IQ is, CE Pro's mantra is to help you do your businesses better. That's what our entire business principle is all about, and that's one of the reasons we believe in this, and we think it's such a great partnership for integrators. So, any closing thoughts or anything else you wanted to add that maybe we didn't touch on, Mark?
No, I think as we leave the show here this week, we'll be reaching out to all of the attendees that came here to give them information about how to use the site, how to get started, what we can do to help them. So there'll be some outreach for sure within the next week or two, and we look forward to hearing as much feedback as we can get.
Right. And if they want to check it out, it's just simple CEPro-IQ, correct?
Yep,
.com.
Yep, CEPro-IQ.com goes to our main website.
All right, Mark Loftus, thanks for joining CE Pro. Thanks for coming to the Smart Stage today, and thanks for watching today.